How you doing, guys? I'm Trenius and you're tuned into the infamous Living Realm Network. Divine power is always working for us because we're trying to do right. How to attract positive people into your life. Now, if you're a positive person like I am, which I'm assuming you are because we're like-minded individuals and we attracted each other into each other's life, then I'm pretty sure that you want to hang around more positive people like yourself. But you probably find that it's very, very difficult to run across positive people every single day. It's just not normal to run across positive, bubbly people sometimes. I understand that, folks. Sometimes people can be very conniving. Sometimes people can be very, very spiteful. They might smile in your face and then right behind your back, they go to your friend and tell your friend how they don't like you. And they just was in your face like an hour ago, smiling with you, shopping with you, out to eat with you, just doing the things that you thought that they love to do. So you could be the person who thinks you're attracting positive people, but it all turns out to be that they're a negative person. Now, if that's the case, you gotta ask yourself, what are you doing? You gotta ask yourself, what are you thinking about this person behind closed doors? You gotta ask yourself, what type of impression are you giving off? Because 99.9% people that you meet, guys, are good people. They have good intentions. You know, it's just that they find themselves in bad situations. I see it all the time on reality TV, for instance. I see that a girl is, getting cussed out by another girl. They're having an argument, blase, blase, this and that. But most of the matter of fact, all of the time that this happens, I see that a day before she was doing something towards her that she didn't like, but she didn't know it. And then she in return did something negative back towards her, but she didn't realize why she did something negative. So it's a miscommunication things, guys. This is why when you feeling bad about somebody, or you have a friend or whatever that you don't, or you have a friend that they done something that you're not really cool about, it's very important that you address it. If you're the type of person like me, yeah, you can keep it bottled up for a little bit, just a little bit, give them the benefit of the doubt, but eventually you have to start stepping up to say, you know what, this is something that's bothering me. This is something that's making me feel like I have to speak on it, because if I don't speak on it, it's gonna mess up our relationship, it's gonna mess up our love, it's gonna mess up our friendship, it's gonna mess up our companionship, and I don't really want to do that. So I'm coming to you to ask you nicely. And guys, usually if you ask somebody nicely, in a cool, calm, and collective voice about something that bothers you, you always will get that point across to that person without that person blowing up. Now, if that person begins to blow up, just don't even talk about it no more. Just come back another day and give them snips and give them bits and pieces and sound bites of, what it is that you want them to do to change, because this may be a stubborn person, and if you're talking to stubborn people, guys, you have to give them stuff in bits and pieces, but while at the same time making them still feel like they're right. But anyway, back to the topic, how to attract positive people. You always want to make sure that you're always a positive person yourself as an individual, first and foremost. That's the very first way to attract positive people into your life, because people feel people's energy. When you walk into a room, when you walk into a restaurant and it's like hundreds of people around, they're gonna address your energy. They're gonna look you up and down. They're gonna smell you out. I mean, we all do this. We all have that extra sensory perception to where we can look into somebody's soul the moment we see them and kind of put together a whole collage of visualization of what they might be like. And usually we're right, guys. Did you know that you're psychic? So it's very important that you have clean energy. It's very important that you have a pure heart. It's very important that you give off the impression of love. You give off the impression of comfort. You give off the impression of being a wholesome person, because if not, people will smell you out. People will feel you out the moment you enter their presence, the moment you enter the restaurant, the moment you enter the room. And this is how you will attract positive people into your life. When positive people can sense that you're a positive person, they will find a way to get to talk to you. They will find a way to come up and shake your hand. They will find a way to hug you. Believe it or not, it might not be today, it might not be tomorrow. They will find a way to get to you, whether it's through social network, because they want to be a part of that positive energy that you got. It's contagious, guys. It's contagious. It's like perfume. It's like cologne. When you got positive energy on, guys, people can't get enough of you. They just like to swarm around you like bumblebees because you're full of light. You're full of radiance. You're full of zest. You're full of zeal, and people like that. You know why? Because they know that there's opportunity in that. They know that there's life in that. They know that if they come around you 9 times out of 10, they might get a job offer. they might get an opportunity for, you know, a breakthrough in their life, you know, for $1 million, because they know you got that money. Or you might not even have no money. You just got that positive attitude that make you feel like you're radiant. You just got that positive attitude that make people think all those thoughts about you. When you wearing that positive attitude, guys, people don't know what to expect. They just know that you're something special. They just know that you're something good. You're somebody. We don't know who he is, but we looking at him. You know, that's how they be doing me when I be out. I don't be doing nothing. I just carry myself with a smile. I carry myself with confidence, you know, and I send out the energy that I love everyone. And that's what I do. And that's what we do here on the Infamous Living Room Network, because it's all about what, guys? Making ourselves better, other people's lives better, and the world a better place. And in return, guys, over time, you'll notice that you'll begin to start to attract more positive people into your life. It might not happen overnight, guys, but eventually you'll come to a point in your life, maybe it's a year or two after, you'll be like, yo, my life has really changed dramatically, and look at these new friends that I have in my life. Trust me, mark my words, guys, if you continue to just set sail out in your day and make yourself be a positive person and correct your wrongs, you know, into rights, and try to be aware of all the negative things you're doing and suffocate that stuff, suppress it, don't want to be a part of it. And I guarantee you, the more that you do this, the more you'll have different people come into your life and be positive people and help you get from point A to point B. You will have a more smoother road. You will have a more smoother journey. You know, everything will begin to go well in your life. Like, you have friends that just let you borrow money. You know, you have friends that have a car, you know, and they just give you a ride to the park with them and stuff like that. Y'all go work out together, you know, y'all hit the mall together. You might not have no money, they might got you. You can buy that dress, girl. Go ahead. It's on me, because I'm a positive person and I attract good things into my life too. And I have friends outside of me besides you, and you have friends outside of you besides me. And so this is what it's all about, guys. You want to stay in this positive energy to attract positive people, guys. I'm Trenius Anderson. You're tuned into the Infamous Living Room Network. Divine powers are always working for us because we're trying to do right. Speak up, let your voice be heard, guys, and share this video to some of your friends and get them in this positive energy wavelength that we got here on the Infamous Living Room Network. In the meantime, I'll see you next time.